Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight, sitting here at Boston at Terminal Central Parking, I guess. Not even a terminal. That Central Parking. My usual spot over the Crow's Nest over in Terminal B is jam-packed. They're doing a lot of construction in the garages, so there's like 2 floors that are not even really open. In Central Parking, half of a couple of floors not even open as well. A lot of construction. So just got some, gotta play around, you know. Gotta find some places to play here. Get this camera a little bit, not too much. Let's see what I can do here. Just right. Yeah, maybe a little better. All right. So yeah, so we do have a little obstruction. We have the HVAC systems here, but we do get full approach, so we'll be able to see that as the whole way in, which is pretty cool. Just one of those things. Every day is a little bit different here. I was going to go to the Eagle's Nest, which is that one way back there, but you couldn't see the activity in front of us here, so I figured, hey, I'll just come here instead. All right, what we got here? We got a whole bunch of people on here. We got Cece, Eric testing back. We got Jeff, Betsy, Zootopia fan. How you doing? It was a Zootopia plane here last week, I think. What else we got here? We have people just showing up here. Tours to boot. All different people here. Jordan. All right. So we'll get to the show here. As you can see here, we got the JetBlue Unity here, right in front of us. I'll be heading out of here. I'm not even sure where that's going. The winds are calm, but they're churning around. So I don't know what's going to happen with the runways here. But yeah, we'll just do the best we can. All right, yeah, that JetBlue there is going to be heading to Orlando. All right, we see if we get some planes here. They're actually landing. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. We got got British Airways A380 just turned north. It's out in the ocean, just turned north. We'll see what happens with that. Not sure if they want to play around with it and let it come around, or are they going to change the runways, or what's happening here. Michael Walker, how you doing? I'm just looking around for planes. We got one coming in over Castle Island. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing these. Honestly, I wish I could help out here. I'm having a hard time finding the planes. Should be a Cessna coming in. I see a plane. Oh, there it is. Over these ones here. Second one. Not sure why that was so hard to find. It's a Cape Air coming in from Saranac Lake. Come on, you want to land? I know you do. Wow, that took a while to hit down there. Talking about a ship that's blocking the way. I see a big MSC cargo ship in there. That's what it is. All right. All right. Before that, we have United Airlines coming in. Just gonna get my bearings here first. All right, where are we here? So it's like my first time here or something. There it is. I'll get better at this as the night goes on. This is United coming in from Newark. An A319, flight 1536. That could be why the British Airways A380 is hovering around out there. Alright, what we got here? Bid poster, how you doing? Just stopping in a little bit. Oh yeah, we got the Cape Air just floating in. It is crazy out here today. We'll see how it works out. Alright, we have this JetBlue coming in from Punta Cana. An A321 flight 2896. And to the mods, if you check out the Discord, I did put a new link to the Discord. Apparently it might have changed after last week's Discord issues. Alright, so they are using Runway 9, the light blue one, for taking off. And they're landing on, looks like orange, for left and for right. So we'll see what happens as this big ship here. See if I can get it in view here. So over here there's a, where did I see MSC? I did see MSC here somewhere. Oh, must be moving. It is moving. All right. So that's a giant container ship that is going to cause some issues. So you get MSC in the front there, that big smokestack. And that is a fully loaded ship. So that may cause some delays on takeoffs for 4. All right, the good news is the cell service here seems pretty good. So if we do get some issues, let me know. But I tested it before. We were getting some of the best download speeds I've seen. All right, next taking off, we have a Delta. So you can see the beginnings of 9, where they take off here. They will hide behind the HVAC systems, and then they will become visible after that. Let's get that blue Unity out there. That's going to be heading out. With this big ship here, I was looking over to the side here, and that is going to be an issue. That will be a big issue for 4 right landings. There's Delta heading to LAX at 757. This should be next for takeoff, heading to Orlando in A321. Get Michael here with 2 months. Holy mackerel. Oh, wait a minute. While we can get it, let me try and see if I can get this. I'm sorry here. We do have the Alaskan Airlines tribute to all that have served. And we got the Unity taken off. This is an Alaska Special livery honoring those who serve. We'll see that take off for sure. Someone asked what's a JetBlue livery that we had. It's the Unity livery. It's basically a tribute to all employees that work at the airport. J-Ro, how you doing? All right, next coming in is a JetBlue coming in from Nashville. An A220, flight 1006. And Eric, I will have a case of the zoomies here tonight, just because everything is far away. That's what causes the zoomies. I was in the close runway, sorry. I thought it was in the far runway. It takes a little bit longer. So the good thing about this location is we can see the entire runway. We keep going. We can see all the way to the end. So it's just pretty cool. Next coming in the southwest here, over the cargo ship. Coming in from Denver, flight 1797, 737 MAX 8. It seems like they're all landing on 4 left today. All right, where is British Airways? It was hovering around. Where did they send it? Oh, it's out over the ocean doing circles. Just in a big loop over on Gloucester. Yeah, so they don't want that guy coming in here yet. Hope you guys are just getting set up here, having some fun, trying to figure some things out. This location. But feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. We'll figure this thing out tonight. So our next arrival here, it is a Beech 200 Super King Air coming in from White Plains. That was a little bit slower than the other ones. We got Alaska here finally coming in. This one came in from San Diego originally. And we got coming in here next. We have a Delta from Cincinnati. Where is that? There it is. Sorry, I have so many reference points here I gotta look at to figure out where the planes are. There it is. Coming from Cincinnati, E-175, flight 5707. So that MSC ship's going to be a backdrop for a little bit. So for the Cape Airs, what do we have here today? We have the sustainability livery. That was here. Actually, right behind the hat is the rainbow flag livery, behind the pole there. So we got those two. Got a couple Tectum 2012s. 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cessnas. And a partridge in a pear tree. So I got a whole bunch of these guys. They'll be rotating in and out of here like crazy. All right, they've pretty much slowed down any arrivals. Short of the small guys, it looks like. So this guy's coming in from Nantucket. Adding to the Cessna herd over here. Hopefully this one will land, not just hover over the runway for a while. I thought I missed it. I'm like, where'd it go? So I think, let me get this camera on the ship here. I think it is. It's doing a U-turn out here. It's just going to turn around to face forward, I think. That could take a while, and that's over on the runway 4 approach. So it looks like most planes that are coming in now are aiming for 4 left, which is not much better, but it is better. There's another Cessna coming in from Nantucket. little wind on that for sure. So just to stop all the Spirit conversation, I have no view of Spirit Gate right now. It's right in front of me behind the building because I'm on Terminal Central Parking. So I don't have a view to it, and I can't see it from even if it's here or not. Last I checked, it was here this morning. So it is. It was still on property, hasn't left the property. There's only one left. The other one left the other day. So we'll have to play that game and see what happens. All right, next to arrive is American Airlines coming in from Phoenix, flight 1450, an A321neo. Jean-Michel, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, there's already been a couple of reports of birds on the approach. They've cautioned the pilots. AJ Ryder, hello again. How are you? Marco, good afternoon. Cab pilot. How are you? Well, I missed it already. Holy mackerel, where'd it go? There it is. These planes are landing. When they land on 4 left, it's a closer runway. It does seem a lot faster when they go by. All right, I'm looking around for any other plane. Oh, we have British Airways. South of us. Let me see if I can see it. It's in the sky over here somewhere. Let me see if I can see it. I don't see it. It's got to be out there somewhere. Not sure where it's going to come in. Alex, how you doing? Good afternoon. Got a big ship here blocking the runways. Although, like I said, I did see Lufthansa. It is at 2,000 feet over Nantasket Beach. On the radar, anyways. Which is usually visible by now, but I don't see it. But I do see a conga. At least got some action going on. Oh, wait a minute. Holy mackerel. So there is British Airways. All right, it's coming in on 3-3 left. All right. I was looking for 4. I didn't realize it was coming in on 3-3. That's how my orientation is really messed up tonight as far as where I am. All right, gear is down. That's good. All right. So that's landing on 3-3. Got all these planes heading out that direction too. So it looks like they might be changing things up here a little bit. Where did I lose it? Where was it? There it is. Oh, if I knew they were going to change the runways, I would have went to the Eagle's Nest. All right, so we got this big guy coming in. We also have this big guy going out. Rupa, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying your evening. Louise, good evening. And we have British Airways. I do have the lights here on this one. The king has arrived. The first king. All right, that will head back to Terminal E. And this guy's going to head somewhere. I'm not sure where this is going to be going. Most of the time they head to New York to load up some more, but this one seems pretty loaded. We'll see what happens. See what's going on out here so I can see these guys. Am I in the right mode? Here he is. Alright, so we got a bunch of planes heading out to 3-3, and we got planes arriving on 2-7. Now that I just got my bearings of where I was, I gotta figure out where I am now. So that's the Alaska Airlines special livery for all that serve. Tribute. I'll be taking off. That's going to be heading to Seattle. We'll be getting some more planes. We'll be getting another A380 from Lufthansa that's coming in. We have a 747 on property here. I'll be taking off later on. We'll watch that. Fortunately, we got this light structure in front of us here. That's just for the... When they changed the runways on me, it sort of messed up where I was, but hey, we'll do the best with what we got. Let's see how far we can get this thing here. All right, once we get by the fence. I can't get back to my computer. All right. We have JetBlue coming in here from Reagan, an A220, flight 2554. All right, we got JetBlue. There it is. This is heading to Chicago. No, sorry, it's United. An A321neo going to Chicago, flight 2040. Next to arrive here is Delta, an A321 coming in from Minneapolis. And we got JetBlue, an A320, heading to Savannah. All right. Well, that ship's doing better. Let's All right, next to arrive, we have Embraer Legacy 600. Yeah, I saw that. It's supposed to be in Boston tomorrow. From Chicago. I saw that. I'm like, oh, man. So maybe I can work here tomorrow and just take pictures all day. Just leave my camera running all day long while I sit in my car and work. That'd be pretty cool. So that ship is MSC. It is heading out here. I hadn't looked at my ship app to see where it's going, but it is going. Next taking off is a JetBlue heading to Las Vegas. Flight 2077. All right, and coming in we have Embraer Legacy, I believe it is. Next taking off is a A330-900 heading to Amsterdam, flight 256 and Delta. All right. Then we have an A330 coming in from Barcelona on 27. There's that ship. That ship's slowly getting out of here. We have a Cessna sneaking out of here, heading to Sonic Lake. Flight 1037, a Cessna 402. Alright, where's this big ship going now? Let's see. Still getting out there. And we have Delta here from Barcelona. A330-300, flight 251. Yeah, see in the chat they're talking about the pedestrian that got hit. That was that was horrible. That was, oh my, I no words for it. There's Delta heading to, where's this heading? Kansas City. A220, flight 314. All right, next taking off is a Southwest. Lining up out there. Or is it? There it is. That's going to be heading to Denver. Flight 1064. All right, next coming in, we have Delta. I can find it. There it is. An A220, flight 2785. Then we got JetBlue taking off here, heading to Fort Lauderdale, A321, flight 369. Slowly heading out of here. Alan Lee, ordering your last pint. Have a drink on you? I will definitely do that. Thank you, Alan, so much for the support. Hope you have a great evening. Sounds like you might have already had a great evening. I'm a little concerned for your liver. Every time I go live, you seem to be at a pub, so everything in moderation. Plane spotting, pints. We just had a Southwest come in from Baltimore, Washington, where Pensy Plains was today. All All right, next taking off is a Gulfstream heading to parts unknown, the G450. And we got JetBlue coming in here from Chicago. Sorry, United Airlines. I'm sorry. Or JetBlue and the ATC. Coming from Chicago, an A321neo flight 1693. And also got this United here getting ready to take off, heading to Denver. Flight 800. An A321neo. Da Frank, how you doing from Marlboro? Thank you so much for the support. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Different location here tonight. Not by choice, but by need. Thank you so much for the support there. That helps out so much here. But it is still a beautiful night. Oh, we just got boats and planes out here now. Let's see what's going on down here in the Cape Air Corral. Got some people disembarking there. Just had United Airlines come in from San Francisco. And we have United Airlines coming from San Francisco. United Airlines and JetBlue looks so much the same from this distance. I gotta really rely on the radar here to tell me what's going on. This is heading to San Francisco. It's a JetBlue flight 233, an A321. Star Rider, how you doing? Good evening. All right, next coming in, we have a JetBlue from San Juan. And we have it's like a NetJets heading to Manchester. Challengers 350. Already in the air. All right, next to arrive, we have a 767 coming in from Dublin. right. Get a JetBlue here heading to JFK, an A220, flight 717. Recliner chair aviator. How you doing, Jeff? From Central Maine. Welcome to the fun. Everyone here that's joined us, hope you're enjoying this. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. Sometimes I'm just as surprised as you guys when I go live, so. I just noticed Ita sneaking out here. They'll be heading back to Rome in a little bit. Oh yeah, Reed, thank you so much for the support. And 100% agree. Beautiful day here today. Sun's out, scattered clouds. It just gives a nice little backdrop of the whole scene here. But yeah, thank you for the support as well, and just hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm just looking around because I don't know where planes are coming in. They're coming in from this side, now they're coming in from this way. They're coming in from this way. That's what I like about Logan. It's like New England. If you don't like it, or you're not, just wait a minute, it will change, you know? Same with Logan Airport. If you don't like the runways, wait a minute, they'll change them. All right, here's American Airlines coming in from Miami, 737-800, flight 475. And we have an Air Canada taking off to Toronto. We'll stick with the arrival here. We have this Delta out here. It's supposed to be heading to Rome. I think Ita might beat it there. All right, so we got coming in here next. American Airlines coming in from Syracuse. We have gifted memberships. 5 gifted memberships from, I can't say, Yusip Natty. We'll say that. Thank you so much. We have got Eric, Johnny, Black Tulip, Amy Paris, Bobby, all received gifted memberships. Awesome. Thank you so much. Gifted memberships are good for 1 month. And there's actually a couple of videos out there right now. They're just members only. All right, here's American coming in from Syracuse. All right, we got American out there, getting ready to head out of here. They'll be heading to Philadelphia, down to Pensy Plains area, flight 1535, 737-800. We got a JetBlue coming in here from Fort Myers. A320 flights 2166. We got Alaskan Airlines heading out. This will be heading to Portland. Well, while we're waiting for this, we have a another conger out there. Well, that conga's out there playing along. We have United Airlines coming in here from LAX at a 737 MAX 9, 1783. All right, we've got Alaskan Airlines out here heading to Portland, flight 1319. Hey, thank you for subscribing. You're a Flight Radar Live ATC. Oh, yes. All the magic buttons. There's a new ATC app out there that sort of, when you're looking at it, it does the runways as well. And when the people are talking, it zooms into who's talking. So if it's a plane or if it's the tower, it seems like it zooms into who it is. I haven't got it yet. It's a paid subscription, but it has me intrigued. I've got United Airlines coming in from Houston. Oh, there's that MSC ship. It's been hiding behind the these HVAC units here, I guess. All right, that's heading out of here. All the tugs with it and everything. Have a safe cruise. And we do have ITA out there as well. They'll be heading to Rome. It's an A330-900. And we have Southwest coming in from Nashville, 737-800. I do like up here the backdrop because you get to see Winthrop the entire time the plane's landing to this runway for sure. It's nice. All right, there's ITA. It is flight 615. Interesting shot there with the planes, the windmill, the ships. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I was focusing on something else up here in the sky. We have Lufthansa A380 on the way. It's on the downwind. Which way the wind is the way the wind's swirling today. I'm not sure what is downwind today. But that'll be here shortly. Get you guys back here to the Cape Air Corral here. All right. Let me check the chat here, see if what have I missed. Probably a bunch. There's American Airlines coming in from Reagan, an A319, flight 1905. Where's that MSC ship? Oh, there it is. It blends in with all the other stuff in Deer Island over there. All right, next coming in, we have Alaskan Airlines coming in from Seattle. All right, next taking off is a something. It says that's a citation latitude. Parts unknown. But I think I see Lufthansa out here. I might just do this. Where did I see it? This light pole up a little bit. There it is. That's not Lufthansa, is it? No, it's not. I'm going to say that's not. Definitely not Lufthansa. That's a JetBlue coming in from Houston. Where is Lufthansa? Lufthansa is going further south. It's going to be following a Delta from Amsterdam. But right now we have a Southwest taking off. Behind there it is right there. This will be heading to Dallas, 737 MAX 8. Any sign of Pat? No sign of Pat yet. He can't really see me up here unless he looks up here or he turns the show on, then you'll definitely see me. It's looking like we got two planes that are crisscrossing approach here on 27 and 33. We got a plane coming in here. Oh, that's the JetBlue. I'm gonna get the right camera on here. Sorry about this. Puerto Rico special livery. That's a cool one right there. And then we have a Delta coming in from Amsterdam. And behind this will be the A380 on the same route. To go back to that livery when it comes out here. So we got MSC in the background there. We got Air France heading out here. All right, Air France will be heading out to Paris. I'm looking for Lufthansa. Actually, looking for a JetBlue special livery here. Hope this should be it. Yeah, there's two of them. There's this one, and there's one that's a lighter blue with not as much color on it. This is the one I like. And I got a Cape Air landing from Hyannis on 3-2. So that's cool. And if I look up here, there's a dot on the screen. There it is. That's the Lufthansa A380. It is, I don't even know where it is. It's so far away. 19 miles away. So that's on its approach right now. It'll be here in a few minutes. No gear down yet. But that's over a Situate right now, which is far away. If I had the copyright, I could do that. All right, we got a picture of a closer plane. There it is. This is a Dassault Falcon 8X. All right, we also have Austrian Airlines heading out here. There we go. And behind that we have Aer Lingus. I believe that's an A330. We turn down the ATC a little bit, a little choppy. So we have the Puerto Rico livery right there. So the biggest plane that lands at Logan, I'm going to say it is the A380. We have Las Vegas coming in, JetBlue. Flight 1478 and A321 from Las Vegas. I think we'll go back to the A380. Yeah, the A380 is the biggest plane that comes in here semi-regularly. Anything else would be irregular. Although this plane is pretty irregular in its own right. Now we got the gear down, all right. Like I said, we have Aer Lingus here. We got Air France out there. A bunch of those guys coming in. But they're all waiting for this bad Larry to come in the A380 from Munich. Julie Goldberg, 10 months. It's almost as long as me. That's awesome. Oh, they actually got a Delta out on the runway. Heading to Milwaukee. So I'm not sure why they have this plane. I guess they can take off. They'll let it. We'll stick with the King. Almost here. The King has arrived. The second King. So right now we have two A380s on property, 747, and a smattering of A330 900s. I think that Air France, I believe that's a A350 900. We got the Wanderlust backstage as well. I think it's an A350 900 as well. So we got some big planes on property here. So Lufthansa is going to play around out here for a little bit before it finds a parking spot. Next taking off is a Delta on the left there. It's going to be heading to JFK in E175, flight 5814. Once Lufthansa clears the runway. Oh yeah, 747s. We go from an A380 to an E175, heading to JFK. Yeah, so Lufthansa is playing down the other end of the runway. They'll hover around there, turn around, and wait for its parking spot. Although we have a couple big planes that just left. So we'll see if any of these planes have given up its spot. Let me check and see where the 747 is. Maybe when that's lit up. We got Wanderlust, that's lit up out back. They should be coming out. We have Etihad. That should be coming out soon. They're heading back to Abu Dhabi. We got SAS back there. That's lit up. That should be heading to Copenhagen. So we got a couple of big planes. I forgot about those planes. Those are back there too. All right, next one we have a Delta, an A321 heading to Detroit, flight 1432. There it is. All right, next to arrive, we have a Delta coming in from Savannah, which is a beautiful airport. All right, and we got Air France out there heading back to Paris. Flight 333, it's a 359. Yep, we have the British Airways, that's out back. That landed earlier. We have a 747 back there as well that landed before I got here. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Turn on notifications. So we got Air France coming in here. Then we have PAL landing on 27. Gotta get PAL. We have a Skinny Mark in the chat here, who is a pilot for PAL Airlines. All right, they made it safely. We got Austrian Airlines here. Be heading to Vienna. $18 more till we reach 200. Holy mackerel. That's crazy. And this is flight 32. A 767-300. Oh, we got Wanderlust just came out there too. I just saw that. All right. This got my attention by accident. So we got Swiss Wanderlust. I'll be heading out. Heading back to Zurich. All right, we got Aer Lingus out on the runway there. That's going to be heading to Dublin. An A330-300, flight 32. Get that in a second here. Get this Wanderlust out here. This is pretty. I love this plane. All right, 200 likes. That must have been the Wanderlust plane causing that. So cool. All right, we got this plane heading out here. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for joining in here, having some fun with me. This is Mike, And that's the sun right behind me there. We'll stand right here. Maybe that will work. No. This is Mike, Logan, and Flight here in Central Parking Garage. Usually over at Terminal B Parking Garage, but that was totally full. And I came here. The runways were favorable for this location at first. They switched them up on me. Hey, it happens. It's a plane spotter's world, you know? But I hope you guys are enjoying this. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here when I just do these pop-up shows sometimes. And yeah, that's really it. We have a Discord site. And on the Discord, I'll put some stuff up there as well. You might get some hints to when I'm going to be out here, because I never know when I'm going to be out here. So if I'm talking to somebody, I may say, hey, I'm thinking about going out Tuesday night. So there's also other things in the Discord. I try to post the liveries that are coming in, any special liveries or big planes that are coming in that are unique, you know, like the Wanderlust plane that's out there, or the A380s or 747s, or all those kind of things. So I'll put those out there as well. So that's on the Discord site. I'll post those things out there. I have a merch store. I'm dying to get out there and put some more merch out there. People have asked for the logo in the top corner there on the shirt. I'll try and get that onto a t-shirt. And you know, other merchandise. It's just for fun. Everything here is totally reasonably priced. I don't try to price gouge or try to make money off the merchandise. Only money on the merchandise is basically the cost of making it. Plus, there's a 10% Logan 10. If you use that, is a discount. So feel free to do all that kind of stuff at the merch store with, like I said, t-shirt, hats, sweatshirts, which sweatshirts are coming out of style in New England right now because it's getting a little bit warmer out. I still got mine in the car here. It does get a little chilly up here. So we got that. We have Instagram. We have the PayPal tip jar as well. What else we got? Probably some other things too. We got some great mods out here as well, helping out here. So I want to thank you guys so much. But yeah, just enjoy it. We have the memberships as well. Memberships, you get chats, super chats, stickers, different ones. I put a couple new ones out there. As you know, the more members you get, the more stickers you can put out there. So I had a bunch of new members showed up the last couple of weeks, so I put some more stickers out there. So you can enjoy that as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for just joining us and just having some fun with me. And that's what it's all about. Just beautiful night like tonight, blue sky, blue water, plenty of planes, and just enjoying it. So next taking off is a Delta that's going to be heading to Madrid. I'm not sure where this camera is pointing right now, but I'll switch over to it and see what happens. That's going to the sky. All right. So we have Delta out here, an A330-900, flight 62 heading to Madrid. All those things I talked about, you can find the links on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel. Like I said, just have fun with this whole. It's all about having fun. Enjoy it. See on the comments here, did we get Qantas? We do not get Qantas here on purpose. It could get diverted here. I have not seen one, but it is possible. We've had some JFK diversions come here. All right, who else is heading out here? We have a Delta out there. Where do you PayPal tip? It's on the YouTube channel. There's a link to it, and on loganinflight.com. There's links to all these things: the store, the Discord invite, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Let me see what's going on here now. That Delta's clear to take off. I don't see anyone coming in. Just on the PayPal, Robert Webb, thank you so much for your support. Thank you very much, Robert. All right, here's this Delta an A321neo, flight 571. Oh, we got SAS on the way out too. All right. The winds are supposed to switch around, come in from the south, so they might even switch to 2-2s later on. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'll be here for that, but that may be happening sometime. Not in the near future, but later on tonight. All right, who's lining up now? We have a couple Cape Airs. We have one Cape Air. They'll be heading to Nantucket. And you see, is it going to buzz us like the last one did? Not sure if I put it out in the on the YouTube, a video of the Cape Air. Basically, it had already turned and buzzed us over Terminal B. I think it's out there for members. Might go live tonight sometime for everybody else. When I see him, here we go. How you doing from Pakistan? Good evening. And we just had another Cape Air takeoff, heading to parts unknown. I see Etihad coming around the corner here. That will be coming out. We still have Lufthansa down there, waiting for a place to go. I think. I'm not quite sure. All right, we have a Gulfstream here, heading a G280, heading to parts unknown. Wow, I love the blue water today. When there's a clear sky, the water just looks that extra blue. Borderline Caribbean, but not the same because I'm not sitting there sweating. Where did Etihad go? I think I saw it out there somewhere. There we go, Etihad. It's heading out there somewhere. All right, sounds like Lufthansa's got the green light to head out back. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of people coming into the chat here. Sorry about that. Boston Main Live, how you doing? Came in from Taipei. We have Delta here into Atlanta. Not quite Taipei, but an A321, flight 399. All right, so we got Etihad heading out. Also have Lufthansa. Where is it? Way over here. Heading to a gate. Heading to a gate near you. And we have a Delta coming in from San Antonio, an A220. With the Winthrop background. All right, here we got American Airlines lined up. Has not updated its information yet. It came from Reagan, so we assume it's going back to Reagan. That's how we play the game here. Oh, William found the new fun. All right. Let me catch up in the chat here real quick while I wait for this plane. We got Joe wondering how you got a membership. Got a free membership. Kevin, how you doing? From Cambridge. I can probably turn around and see you maybe. All right, here's that American Airlines heading to... Oh, I thought I saw it moving. Must have been the SAS that's messing me up here. I don't see any other planes coming in. Is United? There we go. So that United is coming in. That's not anywhere close to have to worry about this. I'm not sure if Pat's watching or not. We'll see. Have to check it out later on. Pat is our roving reporter down in the alley in the different taxiways. So I got this thing zoomed in on Lufthansa. It's not there anymore. There we go. All right, next coming in is that plane from Newark. It's a 737-900 flight 2107. And we have what's this one? Yeah, Wanderlust. Swiss, sorry. Heading to Zurich, flight 55 and A350-900. One of the big ones. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying this. That's why I did this. I was watching streaming for a while. I'm like, wait a minute. Boston's like a specialty, not a regular show. I'm like, I can do this. I was explaining to somebody the other day that I'm a technical person who enjoys planes. So I have equipment. So I'm like, I can go out there and do this in Boston. All right, we got a Southwest lined up. I can find it. There it is. Heading to Baltimore, Washington International, where Pensy Planes was today. Seems to be the home of Southwest. There's so many Southwest planes there. I was there a couple weeks ago with them, with Scott, and we had some fun. Went there and went to Reagan, which is... We got that American throwing up some smoke there. Let me see. They're waiting for this JetBlue to land first. They might be. The JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale on 27. I did hear a whale somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. It's probably behind the building here. You can't quite see it. Which, I don't know, Alex, if you're still on here, is there a Spirit Airlines still here? I know one's gone. Or anyone that's here that possibly works on the ground. So I got Betsy, your favorite ATC person came on. Oh, at Baltimore Washington International, there's an ATC lady who actually, I put a video out there, just her, with a bunch of Southwest planes coming in. And she is spectacular. I can't do it justice saying what she did, but if you go to my videos, there's one that's called ATC Lady. It is worth just listening to her. It's about a minute and a half video, but oh my gosh. I didn't want to talk at all. I just wanted to listen to her the entire time. If you go to the video, see what I mean. It's I almost want to go to Baltimore again just to see if she's on shift. And I would just plane spot and just have her talking the entire time. All right, here's JetBlue flight 618 coming in from JFK in A220. And then we got Scandinavian lining up right there. Be heading back to Copenhagen. So this is flight 928 and A330-300. All right. So we get press the right button here. We get Etihad out there. We get United getting ready to go to Newark at A319, flight 1165. Anybody coming in that's going to stop them? All right, they're going to go. There is a Delta coming in from San Juan, but it's far enough away. Sometimes it's really crazy watching. You see this plane take off on this runway, like this United here on 33. And in the background, as it goes by, you'll see a plane landing right behind it on a 27. We got Delta here coming in from San Juan, A321neo, flight 1780. And also American Airlines lined up, heading to Charlotte, A321neo, flight 3220. I was watching another stream the other day, and we have a subscriber on here, Cat Nerd, who watches us. Got to see her on screen. That was really cool. All right, here's American Airlines. 3220. All right, we got Alaska Airlines lining up out there. I think we're going to have an arrival first, though. Maybe. It's a Delta coming in from LaGuardia, E175. We'll see what happens. Hey, we love our Boston ATC guys. But man, that lady is, is one of a kind. Oh, we have a Delta taking off on 4, heading to Rome. This is the one that's been sitting around for a little bit. They've been up there on the taxiway for a while, waiting to get out of here. I don't think they would have cared what runway they took off from. Just get me out of here. All right, this is Alaskan out here heading to San Diego, 737-900 flight 389. This is just so nice out here. I'm just loving this. Very few clouds out here. It's great. Now, a lot of the Alaskans that are going across the country are very heavily weighted down with fuel. So they don't usually make their buildings, even no matter where we are. All right, we got Etihad heading back to Abu Dhabi. But first, I think we have an arrival of American Airlines coming in from Buffalo in E175. Yes. If I can find it, where is it? There it is. Yeah, right now, unfortunately, the sun is in the perfect spot behind me that I cannot even see my camera screen, so I'm having a hard time finding planes in general, and now I can't see them on the screen. Flight 4774. All right, Etihad should have the green light. I hear you, Joe. Same thing. I want to go to Hawaii. How much is Alaskan Airlines? That is one of the destinations now. They got Hawaiian Airlines. I believe they bought it or some kind of partnership. I think they're all tagged as Alaskan Airlines. So yes, take Alaskan Airlines, go to Hawaii. But here's Etihad going to Abu Dhabi. And I'm not even going to see that behind here. It's all fence. I really won't even get above the fences. Yeah, it's still below the fences. I wouldn't even see it. All right, next taking off is Delta This will be heading to Richmond. This should be it. I don't see anyone coming in close enough to not let it. The next arrival will be in Air Canada coming in from Montreal. Well, maybe they're going to wait for that then. There we go. All right. Looking back, Etihad has finally cleared the buildings so you can see it finally. It's way out there though. And it's right in the sun, so it's almost impossible to get a good shot of it. All right, here's that Air Canada coming from Montreal on E175, flight 8610. All right, and then we have this Delta here taking off. Let's be heading to Phoenix, an A321neo, flight 514, sorry. Jean-Michel, thank you so much. So, you know, the support is very, very appreciated here. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope everyone's enjoying this. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. Especially with the weather this week. Supposed to get rainstorms, and I have some work commitments this weekend, so we'll see what happens. There's Delta coming in from Atlanta, an A321, flight 2595. We got JetBlue here heading to Cleveland. Flight 541 and A220. That was probably the whale we heard earlier. So in honor of it getting ready to take off, we'll just throw some whales to say good luck on your flight. Have a good day. A big ship out there, another ship coming in. I don't know if you guys watched the stream with the Independence 1, the Southwest plane, 1776, the 250 tribute plane. That was taken off in the same runway here, and behind it was a sail ship with flags. It was really bizarre looking, but it was just a perfect match to the plane. I know I got a video out there somewhere. I'm not sure if I posted it yet, but I will be posting it. All right, coming in here, we got a big one. Japan Airlines coming in from Tokyo Narita. Sneaking in here on 33. All right. Any of the big planes that are going to surprise me? You got Iberian A330. Hey, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just going to get something. All right, sorry about that, guys. We got a JetBlue coming in from Aruba, an A321. We got Boston Main Live, KBOS special. Hey, you are welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying this. That's why I come out here, because it's just so much fun. Just between the airplanes, the action going on around here, and just the scenery. I haven't even gone around to do the scenic tour of all the things that are out here. Between Castle Island and all kinds of things around here. But thank you so much. Jeff, thank you so much. Can't wait to get out, for you to get back out here again to see these big planes. Thank you very much, guys, for your support across the board. Is that ship out there that I saw? There was a ship like that. It was behind when Independence 1 came. It was a ship like that, had a flag going. It was like perfect for being behind the Independence 1. All right, we got Southwest coming in next from Chicago Midway. 737, MAX 8. There it is. AJ Ryder, see you later. Have a great evening. Det Riggs, sorry I'm making you homesick. I'm glad you can see it though. Even the HVAC systems here. Let me get that Delta out there. All right, what we got going on here now? We got a JetBlue coming in from Reagan. Not quite here yet. I think this. Oh, maybe it's going to wait. This Delta's going to wait for that JetBlue to land. Hey, how you doing, Joe? John? All right, from São Paulo, Brazil. Hey, all right. I love seeing people from around the world watching this. There's that JetBlue coming in from Reagan. All right, my favorite flight, 1620 as well. So cool, congratulations. If I had a glass, I'd raise it and toast it to him as well. What a flight to leave Boston on, the 1620. Is that going out? Where is that? Did that already go out today? Or is it going out? Oh, there it is, right there. So that's the flight right there, 1620. That'll be going out. Bob Kirksey, did I say that correctly? His son is the first officer on that flight. Definitely have to watch that one. Like I said, that's one of my favorite flight numbers as well. Being a local here, 1620. Pretty cool. Is that Delta's been waiting to take off? Also have the Queen just heading out from behind the scenes here. She'll be heading out to some runway. We'll see what happens. Probably 3-3. And we get Delta from Vegas. Or LAX, let me see. Did I read it wrong? No, Las Vegas. Delta. Flight 498. 757-200. Oh, we'll definitely get that London flight. All right, we got what is this one here? FlexJet heading to, it came from Baltimore. We assume it's going back to Baltimore. Flight 337. And then we have Iberia coming in on 27. A330-300. Wow, big one. And we'll go right down to Iberia. Where is it? I saw it here. There it is. I love having people we know on the flights. That is so cool. I'll try to zoom it right into the cockpit too. Maybe you can see them on the stream here when they push back. Victor X-ray heading out there. All right. Is there a plane out here? I can't see. There's a Cape Air. All right. Cape Air heading to parts unknown. A Cessna 402, flight 418. See, Eric can make you Google information as well here. It's not just a plane spotting. It's a history channel as well. Now I got my eyes. Keep looking at that JetBlue. All right, they're gonna be a normal flight. Sometimes they buzz the tower here. We got Southwest out there. It's going to be heading to Nashville. Also have a Porter out there. They'll be heading to Toronto. Dash 8 actually. And where's the 747? That might be taken off on 4. We'll see what happens with that. It's currently behind the HVAC units here. All right, it looks like we got wing walkers for the London Heathrow flight, JetBlue 1620. So you got the guy on the right there. Looks like like I said, a wing walker. When the plane backs up, they keep an eye on it. We got Porter taking off, heading to Toronto. All right, we're on 1620 watch here. Queen Moonsey, how you doing? All right, we're quiet all of a sudden here. What's going on? Is it nappy time at Logan? Looking at the runways. It is quiet out here, some cars moving around. Looks like they're switching over to, get over here, the 4s. So we have American Airlines here, heading to Miami potentially. No, it's on a taxiway. That's heading to 9. I'm sorry. That's heading up to 9. Lufthansa, I have no idea where that's going. We'll see. You got Iberia here still working on its landing. And we have 1620 out here. So with the wing walker out there, there's a lot of vehicles behind us, so maybe they're waiting for that. We'll see what happens. All right, there's Iberia. And then we have American Airlines heading to Miami on 9. So they've switched 9. They switched from 27 to 9, which is the exact opposite. Like I said, the winds here are definitely swirling around, so. I think Lufthansa 747 is lined up on 4. So the question will be, when 1620 goes out, what's going to be the phrase on that plane? This is another one backing up here, going somewhere else, but John Jacob Jingerheimer Schmidt. What's going to be on the JetBlue going to London? A lot of boat activity out here. We have Lufthansa out here somewhere. Where did I see it? There we go. There's the tail of it. This will be heading to Frankfurt. Most likely heading out to 4 to take off. That's so cool. Hey, only a viewer's son, who is a first officer on this plane here in front of us, can get me off Lufthansa. We're going right back, don't get me wrong. But no, that's so cool. I can't wait to get that takeoff for you. But Lufthansa looks like they're heading up to 4 right, which is the longer of the runways out there. That's the yellow one they'll be taking off from. And most likely the JetBlue 1620 will be taking off either from 9, like that last plane did, or it might take off from one of these ones on 4, because it would be pretty fueled up. All right, the Queen is lined up on 4 right with a and they're landing on 4 left. They've changed the runways completely. Now they're back to the 4s. All right, Lufthansa on the way to Frankfurt. And the Queen is gone, heading back to Frankfurt. All right, 1620 watch, how we doing over here? All right, haven't moved yet. The guy's still sitting out there. Next arrival here is American Airlines coming in from Reagan at A319, flight 3207. A319. A319. Svetlana, how you doing? What else did I see? Aviation. I can't even talk. Breezy Aviation, how you doing? Good afternoon. Going to the HVAC systems, and there we go. No cruise ships today, but we had a big cargo ship that actually shut down runway 4 right for a little bit. We get a JetBlue coming in here as well on 4 left, coming in from West Palm Beach. Hopefully if I'm here Friday, weather permitting, we'll get some cruise ships then. But right now we're watching this cruise, the JetBlue here. This is going to London Heathrow, and we have first officer. Did you give the name? Let me see. Bob Kirksey. I'm not sure what his first officer's name is, but he's first officer on this flight heading to London Heathrow. Gonna make sure we definitely get that one. All right, we have a Sky Team special livery. For Delta. Alright, let's go around here. Let's see what we got. Name is John. Alright, First Officer John on that JetBlue there. Alright. I don't think he'll be here on the 6th. The 6th is a very difficult day for me. We have, at my work, we're doing a big project that comes to a point on the 6th. So if I'm here in the morning, I might need that just to de-stress. If I do Saturdays, it's usually in the morning. So I would be able to get your flight actually. But I have to see. That's definitely going to be a game time decision. A lot going on with me that day. Too stressed out that day for me. I've got a couple planes out here waiting to take off at 9. This one taking off first is the NetJets. It's going to be heading to, it came from Teterboro, so we assume it's going back to Teterboro. Bombardier, is that how you say it? Global 5500. Oh, it's already in the air. Wow. Okay, we have a JetBlue here coming in. Sorry, United. I'm getting these JetBlues and United all messed up here. United coming in from Dulles, A319. Flight 688. So Bob, I am keeping an eye on that JetBlue still. As soon as it moves, I'm going to get it. Joshua, how you doing? Bob, if you want to send me an email at loganinflight@gmail.com to remind me, I'll see what I can do. Air Canada coming in from Toronto. There it is. So there's no more wing walkers out there, so there might be a little bit of a delay. We have that Cape Air that just loaded up. They're heading out of here. They are heading to Nantucket. There's a Delta come in from Atlanta. All kinds of planes here. United Airlines here heading to LAX. 737 MAX 9. Oh, I just saw a UPS flying over. Wasn't sure what that was. Alright, where are we here? There we go. Next arrival, here's American Airlines coming from JFK. Email you can reach out at is loganinflight@gmail.com. If you go to loganinflight.com and on YouTube, you should be able to get links to all that kind of stuff. we have American Airlines here coming in from Charlotte. An A321, flight 2595. That container thing's in the way. The HVAC system. All right, 1620 watch. There's a truck behind it, plane behind it. It's not moving yet. We got PAL Airlines out here. Looks like they're lining up on 4 left. I gotta zoom in just in case it's someone we know. I can't really see it. But we have Skinny Mark from the chat, who's on here sometimes. He's a pilot for PAL Airlines. And we have JetBlue taking off to West Palm Beach. A321, flight 2321. JetBlue here from Las Vegas, flight 278 and A321. Oh, sorry, we're going right to the plane here. All right, there's the cockpit on flight 1620. The gentleman on the left should be John, first officer. Almost as important is Joel Peterson. All right, I'm not sure who that is. They're looking like they're backing up, but they're not doing the backup. It's the truck in front of them pushing them back. It's like they're looking like they have rear view mirrors or something, you know? All right, that should be John right there on the left. Sorry for the screen time if you're not you don't want it, but you got it. So that's cool. And they'll be heading out. All right, let me get this Aer Lingus real quick. Oh, I went behind the things. All right. There we go. We get one more shot of John before Alaskan Airlines gets to the way here. We got Alex at Paul as the captain, John's first officer. All right. Alex works down there, so he'd be the guy to know this stuff. Besides Dad, who's on the chat here. All right. All right, they're going to unhook from the truck, and they'll be on their way. Did he remember his passport? I think I've heard of a pilot getting all the way somewhere and not having their passport with them. All right, we get Delta coming in from Columbus. We'll get some moving planes. We'll get back to that plane in a second. I can find it. There it is. E-175, flight 5682. We're still in John watch here. I gotta make sure that unhooking the. There we go, unhooked. This might be the last time we'll see him here on this side of the ocean. All right. Let me get that go to UPS. John, have a safe flight. Dad, keep your fingers crossed. Everything's good here. So cool. That is just so cool. All right, we got a Delta here on arrival. Coming in from Minneapolis, an A321neo, flight 2591. I have a Canon EOS R50V. That's what I'm using right now, actually. And have a pair of Tamron lenses. Oh, he's still here. All right, let's get one more zoomy. I don't know what they're. I think they're playing checkers in there right now. All right. There he is, the checklist. Get everything. Checking it twice. Gonna find out what passenger's naughty and nice. All right, next taking off, you have United Airlines heading to San Francisco, flight 2400. .737 MAX 9. And we got UPS coming in. And we have JetBlue going out. What was that in the horizon I just saw? Saw a blur out there. Is that the MSC that we saw earlier? Yeah. There's that MSC ship. Moving very slowly, but definitely moving. All right, next taking off is a Delta on 9. Nope, we have a JetBlue on 4. Heading to Milan, an A321neo, flight 331. Of that London Heathrow flight for JetBlue is being followed by JetBlue Puerto Rico livery. You can still see it out there, or actually they're cutting the corner here. I think they might go by JetBlue. We'll see what happens. Day 2. All right. United here, coming in from San Francisco, flight 2356. Is this boutique air? Yeah, we got boutique air pulling in here. We won't be able to see it, but it's pulling in. And we got here, we got Southwest lining up on for 9 to take off, heading to Chicago Midway. So that first plane that went by the JetBlue was from London Heathrow. This Puerto Rico livery, you would think we go into Puerto Rico, they're going to Sarasota. They had us all fooled. All right, Southwest may be waiting. I'm not sure. Nope, it's going. And I'm hearing whales all over the place here. All right, we got FedEx on final approach. All right. Get the Sky Team livery. That did a quick turnaround. Like that just landed not too long ago. All right, we have a whole bunch of planes out there. I think which one's a which here. Air France is the one on the right. So I'm not even sure what I'm looking at here. There's another one here. What's this plane? This is this could be FedEx. Yeah, that's FedEx. Whole bunch of planes coming out all of a sudden. So this is landing on, I believe, 4 right, which London Heathrow flight 1620 is waiting to line up on after this landing. Maybe there's a couple planes. I don't know if we can get them both in the same picture here. I got that one there, that on the right, the landing at the same time. Glenn Gordon, how you doing? From Scotland. Back away. That's I'm about like 90% Scottish and 10% Scottish. And we got some whales firing up here. We have that American. Here is the London Heathrow flight. A321neo. Not sure if they're going to be waiting for somebody. All right. Oh, wow. All the Cape Airs have gone away. We got one going out and 1, 2, 3, 4 that are sitting there. Nice shadows here. You got me in the shadow? No. What we got down here now? We got this plane, second to arrive. That's Air France. In front of that, to the left, we have Delta. And way, way out there, we have an American. I am still watching that flight 1620. This plane's landing on 4 right, which is delaying 1620 from taking off. All right, now we have Air France. On the way, but if you look down here, we got, let me see, where is it? All kinds of planes lining up to take off down here. Air Portugal, one of my favorite planes. We have the Puerto Rico livery. We have flight 1620 right behind it. And that is waiting for Air France, which is right here. Landing on 4 right. And it's Air France from Paris, flight 332, A350-900. All right, I see a couple planes moving over here. We got JetBlue Puerto Rico livery, and then we have JetBlue heading to London Heathrow. First Officer John. Paul's the pilot. The skipper to Marianne. Heading to London Heathrow on A321neo, flight 1620. Nice boat action behind them there too. Nice plane in front of them. All right, we'll hide behind here for a second. They'll come out here for briefly, and then we'll get the rest. Flight 1620, A321neo, heading to London Heathrow. First Officer John, Pilot Paul. Happy trails, have a safe flight, and we'll see you when you get back. Well, that was pretty cool. That was a nice little saga there. I enjoyed that. Like I say, send me an email and I'll see what I can do. There's American coming in from Reagan. A319, flight 1893. Oh, there goes the Puerto Rico special delivery. I think the Sarasota. Not Sarasota, Puerto Rico, Sarasota, Florida. All right, next coming in here, we have American Airlines from Dallas Fort Worth on A321. Let's look at Air France plane down there as well. Falcon, how you doing? Yeah, always great. This is so much fun here. Where'd the plane go? There it is. All right, so what do we got going on here? Let's see. We got a big Delta A330 here, passing in reviews. This is going to be heading to Amsterdam. Look at that, got that spot already taken. That was at the London Heathrow plane on it. All right, we got who's up next here? We got Air Portugal. Be lining up on 9. I'll be heading to Lisbon at A321neo, flight 218. We have Iceland Air coming in. I think they're going to get this guy first, then Iceland Air will be landing on 4 right. Eric, see you later. Have a good evening. And we'll see you next time. Oh, I'm gonna check my battery. I haven't even checked that. All right, Air Portugal's up, and we have Iceland Air coming in from Keflavik. 767-300, flight 631. And I gotta check my battery, which is at 1%, which it always is. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna get a quick blackout, then come right back on. But sorry, you're gonna get stripes. There we go, all right. I gotta reset everything. All right, hold on 1 second. I have to do one more thing here. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Any planes land? Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Glad to be able to do this for you guys. That's what I like being out here for. Opportunities just to have, opportunities to have fun for us, but also opportunities to bring this to you guys who can't make it out here for whatever reason. I love it. We have Delta coming in, E175 coming in from Reagan, flight 5820. Anytime your son comes around here, let me know. Shoot me an email, and if I'm here, I will definitely have a feature flight. It's just so much fun. So much fun. Glad you guys are enjoying this. What time? It's 7 o'clock already. Jeez. We might get some A380s firing up out back. Not yet. We got that Air Canada heading to Montreal. We'll see that in a second here. But, what am I doing here? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. Like I said, I'm having a blast out here. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications, all those fun things. And notifications are the best way you're going to find me out here for sure. Like I said, I don't even know when I'm going to be out here sometimes. So do that. We also have memberships as well, chats and stickers and all that kind of stuff. I got to put a bunch of new stickers out there the other night. So we have all that. What else we got? Got a store. You can get t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, dog bandanas, all kinds of crazy stuff. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off your entire purchase. I did create another membership level that you can get an additional percentage off as well. So if you see that, if you're interested, feel free. But all this stuff, everything is reasonably priced, just above cost for shipping and everything. So enjoy it. We have a Discord site as well, and get the chats going on during the week. I post the liveries out there as well that are coming in here, like the Puerto Rico livery that was here, and also the big planes that come in. I might add 1620 to it. That's a great plane. 1620, the flight for JetBlue that goes to London Heathrow. Stuff like that. That's the kind of fun stuff I like about this. There was a flight that used to leave here going to Vegas. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm not sure if they've changed it around, but it was flight 777 going to Vegas. So it's stuff like that that just makes this all worthwhile. So we have that. We have the PayPal tip jar, Instagram, all those kind of fun things. All these links can be found on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, enjoy. This is. I'm here for you guys to enjoy and have fun. Not everyone can get out here to the airports and do this kind of thing. So I'm glad I can bring this stuff to you. And on that note, I will stop talking right now, and we'll get you back outside here. We got a lot of whales out here too. All right. Let me see what we got coming in here. We got a couple planes coming in. All right, we got a United coming in from Chicago, and a Delta coming in from Cancun. I'll stick with the Delta. I like these close planes here. Going on next, we have a Delta taking off. Just trying to see where my shadow was. All right, where are we here? Is that Delta takeoff? Coming in now, we have a couple planes. We have a Delta. Oh, that's another plane too, the Philly plane that just landed. That Philly plane out there is flight 1776. Another cool number they have coming in from Philadelphia. Captain Rich, how you doing? And it's getting golden hour. We'll see these planes light up in a little bit. So was it? The sun's just about setting. It's reflecting off the HVAC units here and causing all my the camera to do some weird stuff. All right, next coming in, we have Southwest. Rumor has it, there it is. This is coming in from Baltimore, Washington International. This is where Pensy Planes was today. Friend Scott. You had a chance to watch him. Pensy Planes on YouTube. It's really cool. I was there a few weeks ago, and that was awesome. Between that and Reagan. We got Virgin Atlantic coming in, an A330. Yin Master, how are you? It's looking nice out here. We got the Logan Lagoon. We got a couple of light poles in the way, but it is looking nice still. I'll still take it. All right, next to take off is a JetBlue heading to Atlanta. Got all kinds of whales out here. An A320, flight 697. Oh, and we got a UPS. Coming in from Ontario. Look at another A330 heading out. That one just passed in front of us. It's going to be going to London Heathrow. Now the whales are jealous. All right, what we got coming in next? We have a Delta from LAX, flight 437, it's a 757. All right, what we got going on now? The Southwest heading to Baltimore Washington International. Should see that in a second come out here. 737, MAX 8, flight 551. Okay, we have a Delta and United coming in. Delta coming in from Austin, and United coming in from Newark. Where'd it go? Oh, they were sorry about that. Like, there was a plane there. All right, it's starting to get a little golden out here. All kinds of noises out here tonight. All right, we got Delta out there. Heading to Amsterdam in A330, flight 242 on 4 right. All right, we got a Delta coming in here. If I can see it still. There it is. And also we have London. We have Virgin Atlantic coming in. This one came in from Cleveland, flight 5641. And this should be, yeah, it is Virgin Atlantic. And way out there is Azores Airlines, I think. All right. I don't know what's going on now. Who's also coming in here? Let's see. A couple other planes coming in here. A bunch of birds, too. Wow, a lot of birds. Next coming is a JetBlue from Atlanta, an A320. Behind that should be a FedEx. Coming in from Memphis, a 767. Walter, how you doing? Good evening. The wind's picking up all of a sudden here too. Not cold enough for a jacket yet, though. We got Delta here in Nashville, an A220. Flight 2586. And what we got here? Let's see. Is this is FedEx. Then we got a Dash 8 coming in from Toronto. And then behind all that is a couple other planes. Also have British Airways all lit up out back. A380. So that should be taking off. Probably on 4 right. Or they may even sneak out on 15. You never know with these guys. A380s live their own life. Oh, we got Porter here too. All right. Porter there, and then we also have the FedEx out there. Another A330 coming out for Delta. And we got this A330 here, heading to London Heathrow. It's flight number 58, A330-900. Yeah, a lot of FedEx tonight. I was here Sunday, whatever it was, like no FedEx. So, hey, they do what they got to do. All right, what we got coming in next? We have Azores Airline, the Inspire livery. It should be this one. It is. Oh, Jeff, you got it. Yeah. The Queen is left. When there's two kings around, the Queen leaves pretty quickly. Man, it isn't like too long ago when I saw this plane landing. It was pitch black out. Hello, Joe's will say, from Poland. How are you? It's the first time seeing this airline. I saw another plane here. There it was, JetBlue. That's coming in from Philly. Philly Special. A220. All right, got a couple planes in the distance. 300 likes. Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. $300 likes, you guys. That is great. That's the best way for me to know that you guys are watching, enjoying this, hitting those like buttons. I mean, the chat goes crazy, which is spectacular. But people that aren't in the chat, which you don't have to be in the chat at all just to watch us, enjoy it. Hitting that like button, though, that's the best way for me to know that you're here. That's so cool. Looking down, I see a car down there. I wonder if it could be Pat down there. I don't know. We'll see if he turns on things here. All right, we have an American taking off the LaGuardia in E175, flight 4573. We'll pop out the other side here. There we go. I'm realizing the other place I stream from on top of Terminal B parking garage, I'm filming, that's dating me. I'm videoing through exhaust vents from the various restaurants. So when I zoom out very far, it gets very like wavy. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I stood back and looked, and like, oh yeah, it's all these exhaust. All right, where are we here? Let me see if I can find. A couple lights out there. There we go. One of those is an American, one's a Delta. I think the one on the left is a Delta. But what do we have coming in first? We have a JetBlue coming in. Landing on 4 right, coming in from San Diego, an A321. Det Riggs, how you doing? Good evening. It is golden hour, but we're not seeing much gold here. I really got to go negotiate with Logan and see if I can get this other spot that I love to film the stream from. See, I like watching the stream. I found it going on. I'm going on a last-minute flight soon. As much as I love airplanes, I have such a fear of being on one. One thing my mom told me, not like a life lesson, but she said watching planes take off and land, without issues and seeing this activity all the time sort of helps with that anxiety, because watching these things, you're surrounded by the planes, you're seeing things happen, you're seeing them landing, taking off, and not all landings are perfect, but all the landings will get you where you want to go. But you can see what to expect. That's another thing too. So if if you feel a bump or something when you land, we watch that happen all the time here. So I don't know. Maybe that's how. Maybe this is like therapy. You just you can help just by watching this. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Personally, I have a different philosophy, but it's not going to be helpful for you probably. But that's basically just. Oh, we got to go around. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just saw it. Come on, where are you? There it is. There's an American here that was supposed to land where that Delta was. And they're going around. Sorry I missed that Delta, but then I looked up and I'm like, why is there a plane up there? Yeah, I think we have one more Spirit here. I can't see it from here. I'm going to have to drive around afterwards and see if I can see it. I know one is out of here for sure. And I don't know about the other one. I sure it's still here on the radar. All right, British Airways, A380. Looks like it's heading out to 15. We'll see what happens. Are they using it as a taxiway, or they're actually going to use it as a runway? We haven't done any sightseeing today. I'm going to plane on approach, but it's not quite here yet. Over there is Castle Island. It's a great place to plane spot from. There's a little jetty right there. You see some people on it. Really, really cool. People, jog, have a snack there. It's a great little place. They do tours up top there as well. And I would love to find out who runs that. Maybe set up camp up there one time and do a show from on top of that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that's a real nice place. Great place in the summertime to go. You get Sullivan's there. If you don't have your own food, you can get food there as well. Looks like, see, the planes just fly right over it. It's really, really cool. This is a Delta coming in from Cleveland. Charlotte. E175, flight 5837. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, just keep swimming. Just be happy. He used to say we only have so many times to go around that sun, Make every orbit count. Don't want anything to slow you down that shouldn't slow you down. All right. There's that Delta. What else we got coming in here now? Look at that A380. The A380 is on 15. Not sure if it is gonna play on that runway or what it's gonna do. Gonna play in the distance there. That's United. We have British Airways 777 flight 203 coming in. It's on the downwind right now. I think I saw it fly over. All right, you need a case of the zoomies here. See what planes are out here. All right, here's the next arrival, the Delta. Out here we have, it's like Air Portugal on the left. Maybe. I think it's Air Portugal on the left. And on the right there, that could be a JetBlue. And there is a British Airways out there somewhere. All right, good. A380 on 1-5 going to be taking off after this arrival, it sounds like. This is coming in from Detroit, an A320. Flight 1707. All right, that Speedbird's got the go-ahead to go. Be coming off the left of the screen here. Well, actually, I got my other camera pointing the right direction. I do see the British Airways 777 in the distance, making the turn for final. All right, it should be on the roll. It's gonna be funny seeing this plane that's landing across the runway. Like, what in the world is that? All right, the Speedbird King is on the way. Back to London Heathrow, flight 212. A380, 800. And Air Portugal just landed. So you can get perspective here of where this plane is. This is just hovering over the... not too high. Where is it? There it is. One king down, one to go. Sounds like a Game of Thrones or something. All right, they're off to London Heathrow, following flight 1620 with John, First Officer John there. I think John will make it first, though. We'll see what happens. All right. What we got going on here now? All right. All right, they're off. Next we got here, we have an American Airlines lined up on 9. So we heading to Philadelphia, an A319. A Philly special. Nice boat out there, cruising around. It's gonna be one of the ferries, I believe. And I don't know why this plane's not taking off. Oh, we do have a couple of big planes coming in. We got all kinds of planes out here. We got a JetBlue, we got Speedbird 777. And in the back there, swooping around, is another American Airlines. JetBlue is landing on 4 left. And Speedbird's landing on 4 right. We'll stick with this one first. Cool. It's already here. All right, we'll get Speedbird Junior 777 coming in from London Heathrow, flight 203 to 777-200. All right, they made it. I gotta check one thing, and I gotta do it with my camera because I can't see that far. Is that Speedbird? That is the A380. All right. Just wasn't sure. Have a safe flight. All right, what we got coming in here now? Let's see. All right, next to arrive here, we have a JetBlue coming in from Reagan. Sorry, that's the American Airlines. The one on the right there is JetBlue coming from Reagan. The one on the left is American Airlines coming from Dallas-Fort Worth. And the one way out there, I have no idea what that is. There's so many planes out here. Yeah, the police are always looking for me. Well, that was cool having both those planes the whole way. We got Air Portugal coming down November taxiway. I landed a little while. I landed right after the A380 took off. And we got United Airlines here heading to Newark. All right, next taking off, we have a Delta A330 300 heading to Barcelona, flight 250, and it should pop out here in a second. Yeah, I heard about the getting the Spirit crews through the repos of all the planes. Hopefully a lot of them have been absorbed by other airlines. All right, loading the food up. I didn't know where this camera was pointing. That's where it's pointing. You can set up anywhere you want. I have a bunch of locations I find better than others. This is not my number one location for sure, just with the obstructions that are here. But no, and option A is not an option. Option B is next. I got option C and option D, but hopefully just A or B are my options. All right, we have Aeromexico Flight 640 coming in from Mexico City. Yeah, unfortunately, where I am right now, there's no real setup that doesn't get obstructed with these HVACs. It really depends on the runways too, what they're using. Earlier they were using runway 33, which just has a light post. No, I would have moved about 6 spots to the left to take the light post out of the way. But when I got here, they weren't using that. They were using runway 4 like they are right now. So yeah, it's all about having the different vantage point based on what runways they're using and what they could possibly be using. All right, we got JetBlue here taking off, heading to Richmond. Yeah, if I was where I was supposed to be tonight, there might be one left in there. I got these guys zooming in still. All right, what we got coming in next here? We have a JetBlue from Milwaukee. Flight number 2230, an A220. Yeah, when you fill out your permit for plane spotting here, they ask you to specify a garage. I always do parking lot B because that's where I'm usually at. But like tonight, if I don't have that option, as long as you have a permit, that's the main thing. A lot of people have a permit and they don't. Like I park my car, people just walk around from garage to garage. So having a permit's the main thing, and you can get that on massport.com. All right, my arm is getting really tired. I had to put the camera's way up here. Which one's this? This is the low one. I have another one up here, so I'm up here doing this all day long. Gets a little sore after a while, you know. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, turn on notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here. It's looking nice out behind me here. You know, all that fun YouTube-y stuff. We have Discord, we have memberships, chats, stickers, all those YouTube things you can do there. The store. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off the entire purchase. I want to do some more designing. The logo that is up on the top corner there. Some people wanted a t-shirt with that on it, and I might do that. And a couple other things. I've had some ideas to get out there for merch. But just having some fun here, and yeah, just enjoy it. I'm going to stay out here probably to Lufthansa, potentially. What time is it? 7:51. We'll see what happens, see how long I stay out here for. I'm still in a t-shirt, so the weather isn't bothering me, which is really good. And just having fun. I keep saying fun because it is. I get to sit out here, watch all these planes, the people down here, the trucks, just enjoying ourselves. It's just really cool to see. And all the planes that are coming in. I can see 3 right now. I finally got one coming, so I'll get back to the cameras. But yeah, it's so much to see out here. I think I heard a plane take off. Where is it? There it is. We have a Delta heading to Charlotte. E175, flight 5807. And we got 2 coming in, JetBlue. This will be the first one for sure. The Delta is not quite as in sync as the last time. Here's a JetBlue coming from San Francisco, an A321, flight 834. And of course, I got awesome mods here too. You know, I know they were modding this morning as well, and now they're over here modding. You guys are crazy, just like me. That's why we get along so well. All right, seeing some sirens down there too. Not just there's some fire trucks or something going by. There's that Delta that was right behind it, coming in from LaGuardia. All right, we got a bunch of. We got 1, 2, 3. 3 planes out there. I gotta guess what they are. The first one's one on the left there is a Bombardier Challenger 350. Then we have Turkish Airlines is one of those. It's gonna be the one on the left, I believe, is Turkish Airlines. Maybe the one on the right. I can find out really quickly which one it is. That looks like it. That'd be Turkish. It's an A350-900. Is that it, or is it the one next to it? That's not it for sure. That's the next arrival right here. It's a... No, sorry. The next arrival's already here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Coming from Morristown. Yeah, observation tower is the room is probably still there, but it's not open to the public anymore. It's probably storage, unfortunately. All right, this one here coming in from Teterboro. Sets the citation longitude. Here a mod, there a mod, everywhere a mod. Loganinflight had a firm Logan. Must be getting late. I'm singing now. All right, let's see which light this is. That's Turkish Airlines. Coming in from Istanbul, A350-900, flight 81. And right to the right of it is JetBlue from Fort Myers, the 220. We'll stick with Turkish. And all the whales again. All right. There's that JetBlue sneaking in on 4 left. Anyone have any input on the Lufthansa? Another 20 minutes before it's supposed to leave. I'll wait for that one. That will be okay. The whales are definitely waiting for it, I can tell. Here's the next plane coming in. JetBlue from Punta Cana, an A321, flight 1296. So we got Turkish Airlines down there. Oh, we got a plane in the distance there too. What is that? Oh, that's a Swiss coming in from Zurich. A little darker one there. Where'd it go? There it is. That's Swiss coming in from Zurich. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is really neat. Go up to the tower, see what the big wigs are. surprised there's not as much going out right now. All right, once again, this was flight 1296 coming in from Punta Cana, an A321. We got Turkish here heading down runway 33 to head back to the Terminal E, International Terminal. So yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for Lufthansa A380. Estimated time supposed to be at 8:20 takeoff. They got about 20 minutes. We'll see what happens. See if I want to play the game and wait for them. Now we got coming over here. Let's see. So our next arrival is American Airlines from Rochester. E175, flight 4709. So I can play this game with, you can watch me, you can watch this, you can watch that. This is something I had to do for, we went down to Reagan, because planes were coming in right behind me, over my head, and then landing right in front of me. So I had a split screen action going on. So I can see the planes behind me and the ones in front of me. And you can see me, or you can just get rid of me completely. So on the left there, that's pretty much what I see. That's how close it is. All right, we have a JetBlue taking off, heading to Detroit, an A220. Probably half the sound that we kept hearing out here, all the Logan whales going. 3, 2, 1, there we go. So it's flight 2737. You got an A321 there in the alley. Wasn't sure if that was going to be an A220 or not. And here is, where is it? There it is, Swiss. Coming in from Zurich. Oh man, wrong camera. There we go, Swiss. Not the Wanderlust, but it's still pretty good. See the wings vibration there in the reverse thrusters. Oh, so we're doing all right. Who's on that flight? That's so cool. I love when that kind of thing happens. All right, we have an exec jet. What is this one? Coming from Teterboro, NetJets. Cessna Citation Latitude. You know, the whale is saying hi to everybody. All right. They must like the Cessna citation latitude, I guess, or something. I don't know. All right, we're seeing any of these planes. What are these guys? American, JetBlue. So I'm just checking the radar here, see if anything's lit up out back yet. All right, I'm going to wait till about quarter past or so if Lufthansa hasn't lit up yet, getting ready to go. I may call it at that point, we'll see. I might do a little exploring here to see if that Spirit's still here. This was a Delta heading to LaGuardia in E175, flight 5847. Next to arrive is a JetBlue from Denver. Flight 394 and A220. Just hear whales everywhere. There must have been two of these planes. So I thought this took off. Maybe that landed and it was just taxiing back, maybe. That's what it was. So I'm like, I thought I saw that plane already. I get Air Canada taking off, heading to Toronto. All right, next to arrive, we have American Airlines coming in from Philly, a Philly special. Pensy Planes. Scott. He was at Baltimore today. Check him out if you get a chance. This is flight 3268 and A319. Never seen the wings vibrate that much with the reverse thrusters going. All right, where are we here? We have special livery here. Delta, Sky Team. Heading to Tampa. All right. That's like the first Tampa flight I think I've filmed anyways. Might have been some other ones. All right. Heading down to Betsy and Eric. Now we got a JetBlue coming in here from Daytona Beach. An A220, flight 1500. What in the world is that taking off? We have Delta heading to Edinburgh on runway 9. I'll be popping out of here in a second. 767-300. All right. Hope you guys are still enjoying this. A little bit slow here. Like I said, I'm waiting for the Lufthansa A380 to fire up. Turn on its APU. Turn on its beacon, so it will pop up here in flight radar from behind the scenes. We'll see what happens. I'll give it a few more minutes. It's supposed to take off at 8:22. Let me just double check that to make sure that hasn't changed. Where is it? Oh, it's not even on the menu anymore here. Lufty, where are you? Lufthansa 8:22. It still says 8:22. So I'll give it a few more minutes. We'll see what happens. And we'll go from there. Let's go find this plane that's landing. Why can't I find? There it is. American Airlines coming in from Charlotte. 737-800. Flight 1843. All right, next taking off should be an American Airlines heading to Rochester. Flight 4627, E175. All right. All right, I'm not seeing it lit up here. It's supposed to be in the air in about a little over 5 minutes. And it's not lit up at all yet. Just make sure nothing in the secret menu. Nope, nothing there. I don't see it lit up. It's getting a little bit late here. I think I'm going to call it right now. We saw our A380s, British Airways take off. And everything, they'll be back. They'll be here all summer long. We'll be seeing these things. No, I think I'm just gonna call it. It's just getting late, and it is a school night. Gotta make sure I get all my homework done, get everyone tucked in at nighttime, get all the kids ready for school tomorrow. 351 likes. Holy mackerel, that is cool. All right, guys. What I'll do probably is I might leave the camera on a little bit while I'm packing up certain things. I don't know what I'll do. I'll see what happens. But anyways, yeah, I think I was going to just call it what it is and be done. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We had some cool moments tonight between different people on different flights. We had Flight 1620 with First Officer John, Pilot Paul there, and his dad on the chat here. That was great seeing that. Just different planes. It's always something going on here. Even the location here. I was not expecting to be at this location tonight, but I'm here. So it's always something different. Keeps it interesting, even for me, because I don't know what's going to happen when I get here. They do construction. Next thing I know, I can't film from anywhere from Logan. I got to go somewhere over Winthrop or something like that. But just enjoying everything. All right, thank you guys so much. The mods, thank you so much. I know you were on earlier today with the other stream, and you hear it. Yeah, you guys rocking it. Have a great night. Great few nights. It's supposed to be rainy around here, so I don't think I'll be out the next couple nights. But we'll see what happens. Enjoy it. We got a JetBlue there taking off to Barcelona. The A321neo, flight 345. I can't not say that and see the plane go by me. All right, have a great night, guys. I will talk to you later. Yeah, that's all I can really say. Bye.